G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Cold Waters with Mags, and welcome aboard the Charlie 1 class Soviet nuclear ballistic missile submarine. And I've made a little bit of a friend here at the moment. So let's have a... there we go. A little bit of a look at him. Oh, that's loud. Oh, mate, shh. We're hunting enemy submarines. Let's change back to ours, it'll be a little bit quieter there. Anyways, so what are we up to in this mission? Well, again, today we're doing a little bit of a custom mission. We are in a Charlie 1 Soviet ballistic missile submarine. We're trying to escape into the North Sea, and a couple of American Permit-class nuclear attack submarines have detected us and have managed to chase us down to the north side of Jan Mayen Island, just off the coast of Greenland in the Greenland Sea. So, let's get a little bit of time acceleration moving here, because I've actually been in game at this point for about 25 minutes, and we haven't managed to find anyone yet. Actually, speaking of time, that's another thing that's worth pointing out. This is a 1968 mission. We are not using refits of these submarines. These are, in fact, the originals. And our humpback friend is turning back towards us. I'm not about to hit him, are we? Oh no, that sounds really cool. Shame the animations on him aren't much better, but I do love the sound of whale song. His view of the submarine. Cool. I made a mate. Anyways, the Charlie class ballistic missile submarine versus a couple of American attack submarines, even in 1968, doesn't sound like much of a fair fight, but looks like we just lost our mate. That's alright. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it would be much of a fair fight, but it in fact actually is. The Charlie 1s are a ballistic missile submarine, so they're large, they're heavy, they're no attack submarine. But the first of the Charlie 1s were first built in 1968, so in this time frame, the paint isn't even dry on this thing yet. It is... we've picked up a humpback again. But yeah, this thing is about as new a submarine as you can potentially take out for really either side, either NATO or the Soviets in the 1968 campaign. It looks hyper new, and it is fit with the best equipment available at this time frame. The Permit classes we're engaging, however, if they're an early form of the Permit class, it could be 10 years old at this point. The first Permits hit the water in 1958. So yeah, it's very new, but it is still 1968 technology, so at this point, let's see if we can hear anything again. Now, I've been tracking that ping for a while. I have no idea how far that one is out. Oh, hello. And no launch transient that I can see on the map. It's one away. Oh shit, those are closer than I thought. Alright, set depth, the F550 will do. Full down on the planes. Ballast is already full down. Let's dive for the bottom. Right, hopefully one of those needs another torpedo in the water. God, this thing is just spamming everything, isn't it? Looks like maybe one of our torpedoes has gone accurate. Or has it? I'm not entirely sure whether or not they've gone active and picked up a target, or whether or not they're just running straight. No, 2 have definitely acquired. They're tracking countermeasures at the moment from the looks. God, he's shallow. Alright, we just got an auto ID, although we already knew it was a permit, so... Holy shit, he's on the surface! Ooh, there's one, and the other one's going to come up right up the tail. And she's not going to be on the surface anymore. Down she goes. Permanently this time. Seem to be fine. Looks like Torpedo 3 was about to hit her then as well, but she's just sinking too fast. Well, there you go. Scared the first permit straight out of the ocean and up onto the surface, trying to dodge the torps, and nailed her there anyway. Holding 711 feet. About there will do. I want to bring myself up to the surface a little bit, but I don't want to do it while we have a torpedo of our own. I'll hump back. I don't want to come too close to the surface while we've got the torpedoes circling, and also the main pings that we've been tracking have all been coming from the southeast, so we want to head southeast to see whether or not we can locate this second permit that's been banging away for the last at least 35 minutes at this point. A transient. Yeah, that's come from the iceberg. Sneaky little shits behind the iceberg. Okay, that should give me a full spread over the entire thing. Feet down, although I think we're going to be well out of the way of these torpedoes.
Sonar, new contact bearing 073 designated.
There is Sierra 3. And even if I could, I don't actually need to sound check her. She is the other permit.
Classified as submerged submarine.
Looks like I'm fine at this point. Torpedoes passing overhead, so I did get deep enough. Solution on her. Nice, so she's a shitload closer. She's for that kind of range. She has to be right on or right underneath that iceberg.
Make turns 16 knots, maneuvering eye.
torpedoes have just gone active. And looking on the map, yeah, they're going active way too long out. It's sweeping down the other side of the iceberg, so it has to be on this side of the iceberg. The rest are just too far away. Get a fix on exactly where he is. Well, hello there. And engine's running. He's stuck on the iceberg, I think. Torpedoes away, so let's dive down as we... Oh, we're nearly out of torps. What we've got in the tubes is the last thing. We've just loaded a Moss. Or the, what is it, KG or MG 74s or something. Whatever the Russian name for the Moss is. Yeah, it's wedged against the iceberg and it's just running its engines, making noise, pinging and launching torpedoes without actually moving. That's actually really disappointing. I thought the AI might have been getting a little bit tricky there and trying to use the iceberg as cover, but if it's not... Well, that only took an hour and 20 minutes total to finally track down both of these submarines. And most of it because this little bastard has been sitting down behind this iceberg for pretty much the entire engagement. Anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you very much for watching. As always, check the video description down below to links to my social media everything, as well as my Patreon and now my Subscribe Star as well, for those who would like to help directly support the channel. And as always, remember to click the like button if you did, share and subscribe if you would like to see more. And until next time, take care.